We talked about file open on day 9. So what about being able to write into the files? Well, welcome to day 19 of the Python programming challenge. And today I'm going to show you how you can write to various files. If that sounds like something you're interested in, shall we begin? Welcome to day 19 of Python programming tutorial. Today is day 19 out of 100 days. So how many days remain? We have 81 days to go. That's a lot of days, but we can do it. So today I will be talking about writing data to files. If you have been enjoying this tutorial so far, leave a comment. That would motivate me to continue because I do have a track record of giving up in between, in the middle of something. So let me know if you're enjoying this tutorial so far and leave a comment. That would motivate me to make more. But today is day 19. We're talking about writing data to files. I believe it was on day 9 I talked about opening a file, reading from a file. So today I will be talking about writing. We'll write to a TXT file, to a CSV file, and an Excel file. So you might be wondering, how can you write into a file? You can use the built-in open function that creates and open a file and write to it. So let me show you an example of writing to a text file. It's as simple as this. If you watch the day 9 video, you will know I said that by using the with open, we don't need to close the file, because if we just use open and then the file name, we would have to also specify file.close. But I'll be using with open, so there is no need for me to close the file at the end. It would automatically close the file. And then the mode that I'll be using is W, because W writes into the file. So this will create a file if it doesn't exist. Otherwise, it will overwrite it if it does exist. And then we'll open the file. Open the file means creating the file, and then we would write into the file. So you see, I have two file.write. That's because I want to write 2 lines into my file. So hello world, and I want this to be on this next line to be on a new line. They should not be together. So when I run this, and then let me open my example. See, this is the file. Hello world. This is a new line. The next thing that I will talk about is the writing multiple lines. If you want to write multiple lines using the white line method. So imagine I have a list. Like this, and I would like to write into a file. So you see that this, using the white line method, removes the new line, it removes the space, and then it writes it in a way that is clean and it is easy to understand. So when I run this, you will see that we're going to write first line, second line, and third line on its own individual line. So we have example lines, and you see we have first, second, and third. So this is how we write multiple lines from a list by using a white line method. So you see, write lines which writes a list of strings into a file. So the next thing we want to do is that you want to write into a CSV file. What are CSV files? CSV files are comma separated files that are used to store tabular data into a text format. And you will use the Python CSV model because it simplifies the CSV files. So the first thing that you have to do is to import the CSV, because we want to write into a CSV file. So then what data do we want to write? This is our data. We want to have a name, an age, and a city. So see, now we have 3 columns and 4 rows. So our first column will be the name, second the age, and third the city. So now let's open our file to write into it. So we have read open example.csv because we're writing into a CSV file, and txt because we're writing into a txt file. So CSV file W, and then we want to specify our new line. We're leaving this blank, and then we want to write. So to write, we imported CSV here, so it will be CSV dot writer dot file, bracket file, CSV dot writer. We're writing into the CSV file. If we're reading for the file, it will be dot reader, and then as file, this is a variable, so we want to write into this file, and then writer dot write rows data. So we want to write on each row. We want to write the data that we have here. So let me run this, and then it has written into our CSV file. If I open this example.csv, you see it's a CSV file, and let's open it. This is our CSV file. See, we have our name, age, and city, and we have our values there. And see, it is comma separated CSV. So you see, our CSV writer creates a writer object, and our write rows write multiple rows at once. So we're able to write multiple rows in our data at once. So what if you want to write a CSV file using a dictionary, for example? Let me show you how you would use a dictionary. We're still going to import our CSV, and then we'll have our data. Here we have our data as a list, but here we have our data as a dictionary. So we have our key and our value, our key and value, and so on. So then we want to specify that this is our field names. This is the title of our columns. We have the name, the age, and then the city. And then we now have writer csv.dictWriter. Here we just have csv.writer, but because we're dealing with dictionary, csv.dictWriter, and then what are we writing? We're writing into our files, and then what are our field names? Our field names are the keys of our dictionary. So we have field names equals to field names, we specified field names here. So then we now have writer.write header. We want to write the header, which are our field names, and then we want to write the rows, which are our data. So then when we run this, we have example, and this is what we have. We have our header, so we can write from a list, and we can also write from a dictionary into CSV file. So we have CSV dict writer. It's create a writer object for dictionary, and then the write header. It writes the header row, which is our name, age, and city. So what if you want to write into an Excel file? You have to install pandas and open pyxy. We can use a pandas library to write into Excel file, and if you have not yet installed it, I put the code here so you can install pandas and open pyxy and then to now write a data frame into Excel. If you're wondering what is a data frame, there's a video on data frames coming. So our name, and then this is a list of all the names. We have our age, this is the ages, and then this is the city. So we have dfp pandas, import pandas dot data frame and data. So let's print out the data frame first so you can see how it looks like. I want to print out it has already written the data frame into the Excel, but I want to print it out because this will be like an introduction to data frame. So see, this is our data frame. We have our name, we have our age, and then we have our city. So this is what we want to write into the Excel spreadsheet. So let's see, example, and see, we have our data frame in Excel spreadsheet. So I will talk more about pandas and data frame. You should watch out for the video. I'll put the link in the description once it is available. So pandas.dataframe creates a data frame, and to Excel write the data frame to an Excel file. So you see, to write a data frame to Excel, you need to Excel To write a CSV file with a dictionary, you need csv.dictwriter. To write a simple CSV file, you need csv.writer. To write a text file, you need file.write. To write multiple lines, you need file.writelines. Write lines, sorry. So you do not need to memorize all this because they are ready only if you are prepping for an exam or so, but they are readily available on the internet. You can find if you need to write a specific type. So there are practice questions for you to try out. You can write a Python script to create a text file and then write the script in it. And then use pandas, write a data frame, and so on and so forth. So let me know how you would solve this in the comment section. And I'll see you on day 20. That's it for this video. Do not forget to like, to subscribe, to share, and to leave a comment. And the link to the notebook that we worked on is available in my GitHub. Link is in the description. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you tomorrow.